Hi everybody, I am so glad that you hit the play button today. Today we're going to be looking at, are you wondering if MLM marketing or asking if network marketing is for you? So are you saying, is network marketing for me? And here's 3 questions that you need to ask. In the grand scheme of things, MLM marketing or network marketing can look like a very attractive business. And then you hear all kinds of things out there, and so you're really not sure. And there are some really important things to consider, and we're going to consider those in these 3 questions. Stay tuned.
4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Hey everybody, my name is Bill Reinecke. I'm with MLM Science, and I am so glad you're here today. And we're going to look at the question, is MLM marketing or network marketing for me? Here's 3 questions you need to ask yourself to really come to a place of making that decision. These questions we're going to ask are really good because so many times people get involved in businesses that they really don't ask questions of the business, and they find themselves involved, and then they have questions come up that they should have asked. The first thing you need to consider is what kind of time commitment is required. Now, when it comes to any kind of business, you've got to put in some time and some sweat equity and some money. And so network marketing or MLM marketing is absolutely no different. So you really need to consider those things. But here, when it comes to time, a lot of people find themselves putting in a lot more time than they had anticipated. And one of the reasons for that is poor time management. So when it comes to putting in time, are we maximizing our time and really making good use of the time? Or do we find ourselves spending more time because we're not getting the important things done, or we're maybe putting things off, or we're finding ourselves becoming distracted? So it's really important to know really what kind of time is expected or can be anticipated, and then make sure that we really zero in on that. The other thing about it is that we don't want this business, or any business, and today we're talking specifically about network marketing or MLM, to consume your life or to take up all your time. Now, on the front end, it may be a little front heavy where you're putting in more time, but the idea is that you're going to move away from that, and it's going to become more passive over time. So the upfront time needs to be seen as an investment and not a way of life. So that's part of the mindset that you need to keep in place also. But ask people, how many hours a week are you putting in? And then kind of model what they're doing and model yourself around that. You ask the question about time, and then you figure out, let's say it's an extra 10 or 15 hours a week on top of everything else you're doing. A, are you able to put that time in or find a place for that time? And B, if not, then it's probably not a wise thing to do, because if you're not able to put the effort and time into it, then it's probably, it's not going to get off the ground. The second thing you need to find out is, when you've made a decision for to go into a network marketing company or business, or get involved in MLM, is to ask, what kind of training am I going to need? And this is a fair question. So also alongside of that, what kind of training are you going to get? So, if you get in there and you find that people are going to be giving you information that's old, kind of old ways of doing things, and you're, doing a lot of face-to-face up front, and whenever you're meeting a cold market face-to-face, even people that we know, you're going to get a lot of no's. So you want to really, kind of look at a training that's going to minimize that up front. It's important that we minimize the no's that we're going to get, and that can be done through the modern methods and techniques of recruiting and building your business. So also, that's what kind of training, what are you going to need to know, is also going to be a fair question. If this is something, again, that you're not going to be able to invest in, or you don't think that you can endure, because some level of rejection, no matter how automated something gets, is going to be part of it. And if you can't endure that, or if it's not something that you're going to be comfortable with, not that it's always ever becomes easy, then maybe network marketing is for you. But if that's something that you can learn to deal with, and that you can embrace technology and embrace new ways and methods of reaching out to people, and you're able to get the training you need, if your upline's not able to provide it, then that then this is probably a very good business for you to be in. Now, a lot of times uplines aren't able to provide the training that is necessary for modern ways of building a business and using modern techniques, simply because they don't know, and they've been doing it the old way for so long, and they just simply don't know how to change from that. The third question you need to ask is, what are your expectations? Now, this is not something that you can sit down and answer with, or have anybody answer for you, but you need to really figure out what are your expectations and what are you basing those on. So if somebody has told you, for example, that you're going to make $1 million in the first year, that's a very unrealistic expectation, and it wasn't fair of them to share that. If you are expecting that, for example, and nobody told you that, then that's an unrealistic expectation. If you feel like that you can just get in business and you can just let it mature on its own and grow on its own, that's an unrealistic expectation. A realistic expectation is to get in and invest your time and some money and some sweat equity into your business. And that's one of the beautiful things about it, is that sweat is priceless in this industry. So you can put in a lot of work that can actually pay off. And so, typically people will spend 1 to 2 years getting going and really getting things started. It is entirely possible for that to move quicker, but it's very likely that it would take a minimum of that and could take longer. So the expectation is that there is an investment, and that is part of the investment. Now, when you look at that, it sounds like a long time. We want things to happen in 1 or 2 months, and that is just not the case and realistically. And so when you look at it, and if you're a healthy person, you're probably going to be around for, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 more years. What is 2 or 3 years in the grand scheme of that? It's a very small investment and a wise investment. So, and then your commitment level is number 4. And as a bonus, I said there would be 3 questions we'd ask, but I'm going to throw a bonus one in there. And that is, what is your commitment level? Are you going to be committed to stick it out even in the difficult times and not just in the good times? One of the reasons that network marketing has such a huge dropout rate of 99.9% is because most people drop out at the first sign of disappointment or difficulties. Whereas somebody that starts a conventional business or a franchise, they are in it for the long haul, and they're gonna stick it out, and they're gonna grit it out. So you have to have that same mentality coming into network marketing or the MLM business or industry, and realize that things aren't perfect, and we have to really really celebrate the things that go well. So if you're able to, answer yes to most of those questions, and you can adjust and you can grow into the other ones, then network marketing is definitely for you. I hope this was helpful. Please like this video. I'd love to hear your comments down below. If it was helpful, just say, yes, this was helpful. If it wasn't, let me know. Like the video, but please do me a favor and subscribe to this video. And then look for my next one coming out. And until then, have a great day, and God bless you.